of their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. There's Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down carries. He works his way forward for a nice pickup of about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. He's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. A handoff running left is Mostert. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Here's Burrow, escaping the pressure right. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Paris Campbell, 81 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Nick Folk for the point after. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out. And that could be their Achilles heel.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Play action. It's Herbert. Flushed out right. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Herbert on 3rd down now. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. He could not get rid of it, and a big-time loss there on 3rd. The sack sets up 4th. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's taken on the 25. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. On 2nd and 9. Burrow. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
11. On 3rd down, Burrow. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They go play action with Burrow. Oh, he bowls over him. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now a handoff. Hunt's going to run left. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Play action. It's Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Niners on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. And they go play action now. Burrow. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Folk connects on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. And this one complete to Will Fuller. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Herbert off of play action. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now it's Herbert. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Niners are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. A carry here for Hunt, and he stopped immediately there. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
57 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. After the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's a handoff to Hunt running left. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard 20-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Burrow on play action. Open man, completes it to Claypool. Touchdown 49ers. Chase Claypool, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And it's now 21-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there just before halftime. And it'll be 2nd and goal. The final shot before the break for Herbert. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll run with Hunt. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. This is Hunt. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Burrow will throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Escaping the pressure right. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
A field goal gets them closer, but they say no thanks. We want the lead. They snap it to Herbert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Herbert on first down now. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jones. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 41. Things just kind of continuing to unravel for them here in the second half. They take the shot downfield, but this defense, once again, up to the task.
Well, this is where you think about the old phrase, desperate times call for desperate measures, because they've got nothing on the scoreboard, and they're just trying to get something, anything to go their way. But in this case, they turn the ball over.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
On second down, it's Hines. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Evans. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Throwing again on second down. Burrow, quick slant, finding Claypool. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 30.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They'll run on first down. Hunt, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Burrow. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 15-yard line. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Burrow. Slant pass hauled in by Campbell. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run again with Hunt. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. Hunt. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Burrow looking to pass. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve their passing percentage.
spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.